pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Dan Vanburen.
Here.
Jeff Chorpenning.
Here.
And Ben is absent.
Okay. Do we have any guest speakers? Okay. Correspondence.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I just have this one thing. Licking County Planning Department. Did you get this, Dan?
Yep.
Okay. What it is memorandum from the Licking County Planning Department. It just announces that there's a public hearing April 22nd and the Board of Commissioners public hearing April 30th. And the subject is a text amendment to subdivision, land division, development, and congestion prevention regulations for Licking County. I think that's it for mail correspondence.
The only thing I had was the email that we received from Bill Lozier about the missing vehicle license tax.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan.
I don't know if we want to just look over it for next
Did
meeting.
they already put that in, or do we got to vote on it?
They haven't put it in there.
Okay.
The way I understand it is the county could do it or the township can do it. And it's up to each individual township to decide whether they want to do it.
Why don't you put that on the agenda for next month and then Dan have a chance to read it. Does that work for you, Dan?
Yeah.
I had Licking County Soil and Water Conservation District newsletter, but that's it.
Okay. Safety, I think everything's all right on safety.
You went past minutes. I know you don't read them anymore, but I had a comment on that. Don't want to belabor it or anything, but on the January 29th meeting minutes, I know the meeting minutes are subjective, but when there's a motion made or an amendment to a motion, that type of thing, I feel pretty strongly those should be in the minutes. And on the last paragraph there, you didn't put the amendments, movement to amendments for motion. And that's right before unfinished business on the topic of the merry-go-round installation. So I guess we're back to what reports, Dan?
Safety, I think everything's all right. Pretty much. Fire companies, zoning, Barb have anything or?
We have a potential bill to be on Somerset Road. The individual has to get back with me with their soil check, septic approval, and they still have to establish an address there.
Okay, thanks.
Do you have an address for that?
No?
I mean, a location. I know you don't have the address, but
Somerset Road, that's all I know. He's getting back with me.
do you have a name?
Nope,
You don't know what part of Somerset?
Comfort.
nope. I'm waiting for him to give me the information, then I have it all. He called to ask what he needed.
They hang on the comprehension, Patty, or?
No.
Okay. Okay. Park committee.
$25 rental, $25 rental, $25 rental, and $100 brick.
Thanks.
You gotta read that, Dan.
Now you can.
This is the report that Ben wanted. It says March 2013 Park Committee report. Reynolds for March 5th. Collins $25, March 16th. Eubanks $25, March 9th. Clippinger $25, March 18th. Copel funeral, free. A brick from Mr. Shackelford, $100.
Mr. Shepherd.
Checkard, sorry. Wrong guy. Rental, April. There's 3 listed. April 7th, April 17th, April 20th. New board member Mark Caudell was an alternate. We'll be working on bricks in April or May, depending on the weather. We'll need sand, cement, and dirt fill for the spinner. And for the building, she has a list of supplies needed: some toilet bowl cleaner, bathroom cleaner, and all-purpose cleaner. Was that it, Barb? That's for you.
Okay.
Today I had a call. I didn't get a chance to call him back, but it's on the park. Chris Meyer left a message, said he hasn't been paid yet. And Dan, you might want to write this number down, because I don't know what to tell him. I've signed the check. But if you can give him a call, 330-434-9176. And he also left a cell number, 330-289-2053.
2053.
Right. And his name's Chris Meyer, Meyer Design. I noticed you have it on here again. Did you cut a second check?
I did.
Is that for the total amount?
No, that's for the grant amount.
Is that all on the park board? Is there anything else? Oh, you might want to mention the event coming up.
Yeah, the Easter egg hunt Saturday at 10 o'clock. The bake sale's from 9 to 12 Saturday.
Say that again, the bake sale's from 9 to 12,
Uh-huh.
and the egg hunt's at 10.
Yeah.
I put that on the website, but I put it on, I thought the bake sale was from 9 to 10, and then the egg hunt was at 10. I didn't know the bake sale ran that long. I'll change it.
Okay, unfinished business. The trash I've never heard anymore. Yeah.
Ben was going to get a report back. And he was going to go to the prosecutors, isn't that right?
As far as I know.
And this month we didn't get any additional legal correspondence, Jenny?
I didn't.
Under trash, I did have some more people complaining about the service. It's been brought up several times now. Another violation of the contract is on the recycling. Apparently there are residents that are not getting the service every week like it's supposed to be.
Do you have names or addresses?
No. I know there's an entire road that was also upset with the service not even coming. I don't know if that's been resolved or not, if it was someone new on the route or what that was, but
Is there names or?
that was Cooperetta Road where that had happened. And back in December, it also happened in Lonoke.
Was the weather bad that day or something? On Cup Rider, they didn't go get it, or?
I have no idea. I just refer the resident to Big O. That's who they have to talk to. That's who their contract is with.
not left on road bids. See, this is,
Well, I just left it on there.
Yeah.
I just wanna wait until,
let's just wait till next,
I'll leave it on there.
leave it on for next month.
Can't really take any action on
No,
that until June or July.
Yeah, we got time on that.
We could still get bids.
Oh,
I mean, we just
yeah,
wouldn't
Was-
accept them if we didn't get the money.
yeah,
It's still a process for bids.
yeah. We'll just put that on for next month. Okay, I think that's all on unfinished business. New business, signs and road mileage
Sign the road
certification.
mileage. We need to sign the road mileage certificate. I talked to Kurt about it, and we can go ahead and sign it and turn it in, and then he is going to look into the Smedden Road.
That one's not showing up on there, or you don't know? if
It's
it-
not on there.
Okay. It should be. 'Cause I believe that's all
Yeah,
completed.
he had to look and see how much it's going to add.
It's gonna be pretty nominal, but it should still be on there. So it's showing the mileage the same as last year on
Right.
Snedden Road. Well, I move to sign these mileage certification. And also pending the correction of Snedden Road. I don't know how else to word that, but definitely want that included on here before it's approved. No later than April 1st, so.
Yeah, we need to sign it and turn it, we need to sign it tonight and mail it in.
How are they gonna make the correction, and is there a form for the correction or something?
I think before Bill signs it, because the engineer has to also sign it, I think before he signs it, they'll add it in and probably just write it in. But Kurt said that we need to get it back in. We need to sign it and get it back in and make a note on there about Snedden Road.
Okay, we already have that on there, so I move. Then we'll need a second, Dan.
I'll second it. You made a motion, I'll second it, we'll go.
Just for clarification, we have a roll call vote on that.
I was getting to that. Roll call, Jeff,
Yes,
Dan.
Yeah.
Ben Hupp, absent.
Okay. We can go to public comment.
Dennis Allison from Deer Trail Drive. Just a comment you mentioned in there about the trash hauling and the recycling. I'm not sure what the contract says, but when they first started it, they informed individuals that signed up for recycling that it would be picked up the first and third Monday of each, hauling cycle. However, the bill does say weekly. So, like I said, I don't know what the contract says, and there was comments in here that you've discussed this before, but
I
I
see
just
that,
wanted to make that comment.
I don't know of anything on the contract about the recycling
Yeah, I'm not
part.
sure what it says.
It's all to
I'll
be
have
picked
look
up in
at
the
it.
same day, weekly.
Yeah, it's picked up the
I'm
same
telling you what the
day.
contract says, that's,
Yeah, it's picked
That's
up the
supposed to be
same day,
weekly.
but they informed the people when they signed up that it would be picked up the first and third Monday each month.
did they do that with a letter to the residents or what?
No, that was by phone. However, like I said, the bill still states weekly.
Okay. Any more?
I'd like to know why Barb signed for that thing out there when she's not no officer.
I don't know.
She has nothing to do with nothing.
I know it don't seem right.
It's that damn thing they got sitting out there, nobody can read.
'Cause it's just like Patty Bowen, she's a volunteer for the comprehensive plan stuff. But you don't have the right to sign for anything, do you?
Well, I thought I could just build a firehouse.
Oh, yeah? Ha!
Well, I think you can if you're Jeff Buddy.
I mean,
No,
honestly,
I have no authority to do or spend any township money, no.
no, it's,
Got any answer for me, Jeff?
Well, it's not really township money because it's a grant
okay,
funded project and it's not even it wasn't even a taxpayer grant. The Operation Roundup grant. And the way that
What do you want
works,
money for then?
the way that works is, the people that sign up for the program, it's an opt-in program, they round up your utility bill to the nearest dollar, and that's how that program works. And that's where Operation Roundup money comes from for this.
I don't have no problem signing a check for the grant. For the grant that we got for the Roundup, I have no problem signing money for the check for the grant. But any extra money is what I have a problem with.
I agree with you.
So we are gonna get these people paid, right?
I'll sign the check for the grant. But the other extra money is what I have a problem with.
Thought the grant covered it. That's what you just said. So is there more money above the grant, Jeff?
Barb could probably speak better than I could on that. The shipping wasn't covered and the installation wasn't covered, right? For the grant.
So that's
So that
taxpayers.
came out of the park fund, which wasn't until Jenny gave this report last month. I think I have it here. Maybe I don't. Here it is. According to your figures on it, if you went back and you added up, let's see, there's a 300, if I pulled out the right ones, there's a $326 difference between fundraisers, yard sales, auctions, donations, and that type of thing. So it's a difference of $326 is what I have here. I don't know if that's what you have or not, Jenny.
A difference.
I'm using your money, your figures. The difference between the $800 and the amount of money.
So
It was available.
$326 is coming from taxpayers' money.
Well, you heard Dan, he's not signing the check, so it's not.
But that's not what you've been preaching for the last 2 months.
No, I don't think anything's been accurate. This is all,
Like, you're right.
it's all documented and very public.
I haven't seen a kid playing on it since you put it in. They can't reach it, nothing.
I know my grandson can't play on it.
I can't reach it.
Did,
Well, we do need to get that mulch in there. You know, I know Mark said he wanted to wait till May, but
Even if
I
there's
looked at the
March
spec-
on there, still, they couldn't play
if you
on it.
look at the specs on it, it's supposed to be 60 inches to 84 inches from the ground to the top of the handhold. 60 inches being the low side and 84 on the high side, and we're not quite there because there's,
It's
still
supposed
a
to be
whole
12
lot of
inches of
mulch.
mulch on it.
well, it needs a lot more mulch put in there. That's why I say I don't know that we should wait until, Mark wanted to wait, what did he say, May? In May?
How you gonna keep that mulch in there? No higher than a barrier is to keep it in. If you put it in right to start with, it'll work.
Well, Mark's suggestion on that is that we pull the mulch that's there away and fill in with dirt, compact it, and then put the mulch on top of that. That was his
Where's the professional like you
suggestion.
had put it in there, you set up there and said,
The professional was here during the
well, then why didn't
installation.
you put it in right?
He did put it in right.
No, you didn't, the kids could play on it.
It's installed properly. There's
You know what?
no problem with
You've
that.
been here working all this time, and really, I don't know why they even pay you, because you don't do nothing but screw stuff up.
You're always welcome to your opinion, and you always share it.
I'll share it with you. I've not seen you out plowing snow, doing anything.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Did the sink drain get fixed at the community building?
Yeah, I think it did.
That's nice to know.
Did you want to add that to her report on the list of things that got done? Ben should already know, he's the one who made the call, right?
Sure was a big argument about it, but yet no report on it getting fixed.
It's fixed.
Okay.
Yes, where is that? What's the name of it?
$145
Any more public comment?
by county plumbing.
Okay, I make a motion we pay bills.
I'll second. Tri-County Plumbing, $145, let's check 4174.
And it's not as dangerous, it's the bare ground is more dangerous.
Okay.
First check is 4186, Barb, $138.63. Do you have that time sheet too?
I handed it to you.
I saw the other two, I didn't look at that one. Jack Richard Hedges, 4183, 365.94. There's two for her.
One is mileage and phone, the other one is for time.
Are both of those on here?
Damn, you almost caught her.
Yeah.
You almost caught her check fraud. Shit.
4185, 353.84.
Now this-
W. Watkins.
This is for the grant, right?
Just only grant money.
Okay.
Four one eight two, $1,704. Meyer Designs. What'd you do with the other check?
I voided it.
Cash to West Florida.
4178, Jeff Chorpenning, $622.89. 4179, the 8913. I'm trying to run a meeting here if you don't mind.
I didn't mind.
I'll just wait until you're done.
All right, I'll be waiting a while.
No, we're not.
Take a picture of him, Shannon, he looks real
What
perfect.
does
I know, I
people
got me.
talking to each other have to do with the paying bills?
I don't know, I can't think. Go ahead.
Are you done?
Maybe. We'll find out. Go ahead. I mean, you are working hard here. Good job.
That's usually the way it works.
I know.
Mr. Vice President, if you don't mind, we're trying to conduct a meeting here.
If you would just be quiet, go ahead and write the check that and ignore him. It'll go on. But you can't ignore him. It's that simple.
It is that simple.
Yeah.
We're trying to conduct business,
That's right.
and this is not appropriate.
Just go ahead and ignore him, sign the checks and be done with it. We'll move on.
This is check 4179 for Jenny Duvall, 889.13. $4174, Tri-County Plumbing, $145. This is for the sink. Lowe's Companies, $220.36. Check 4175. Do you know what these are for? What the purchases were?
Supplies.
One's 108.95, one's 20.46, and one's 90.95.
And that's for Lowe's. It's probably that stuff for the park building stuff, community building.
Do you know Ben's story here? Is he able to sign checks? Or?
Not tonight. Thank you, sir.
Do you have those receipts with you for those?
I have the statement, I don't have the receipts with me.
That's probably on that. 4177, $94.06, legal notice for MNCO.
I know.
Check 4176, Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, $52.98.
They don't have it listed what's on there, they just have the individual invoices listed.
Yeah, the day of the purchases on it.
No, they don't have it.
4173, $191.40, Smalls Asphalt, cold mix. 8.19 tons. 42, $279.30, Ohio Public Entity Consortium. 4181, Daniel Nelson Vanburen, $620.81. Benjamin C. Hupp, 4180, $622.19.
I'm not sure about the second matters because I did talk to you about the first. First, you already sent out the interview had some schools and some address in it. And one of the neighbors almost did it in charge thinking it was junk mail.
Only one of these is for supplies, for those that I didn't know of.
So they almost heard it.
I need to find out what that is.
Really? So we're gonna sign it?
He's not gonna sign the check?
Not close.
No,
And
he didn't personally purchase it, so he doesn't know.
You say you have a statement, how much information is on there?
It just lists the invoices and the price. That's the list, which is what I have right here.
No dates? That doesn't have dates.
Is that gonna help you?
It might. I haven't made any purchases there in the last month.
Wow.
So the township stops.
$12.27, $30.92. One was $115
Wait a
for
second.
$19.96.
So they go back to December, that's why they're on there.
$12.27, the end of December, yes, there was $30.92. Does that mean you're gonna sign it now?
Well, it makes a little more sense. How often do you get a bill from that? Is it-
Once a month, but sometimes the invoices don't end up on there. I don't know why.
Is that the last of the checks?
Yep.
I don't understand what one of these things says. It says, still waiting to get approval from the BGT Facebook to accept me to access the site. No response, 1 hour. What is that? What is that, Barb?
That's an investigation I was checking on from a complaint, kept putting in for it, and you wouldn't accept me. And all of a sudden that Facebook disappeared.
What do you mean? I don't understand what
No,
this
you
is.
understand, we discussed it last month, month before about using the seal.
You're charging a township an hour.
Yes, because I
Because
had
you went
somebody
on
call me,
Facebook.
and I was told to go ahead and check it out, so I did.
Where is Facebook something in the zoning?
Deals with township. I was asked to check it out, I did.
I've never heard of a zoning inspector being paid to Facebook. I don't get that.
You don't have to, talk to Ben Hupp.
Makes sense now.
I'm sorry, I can't sign a check that is paying the zoning inspector to be on Facebook. Not gonna happen.
Is it paid for her time? She's on Facebook?
I wasn't on Facebook the whole time.
It says so, an hour.
There was other things that occurred. I only write quick notes on my hours. I don't have time to
Give
draw
me
it
a
out on
copy of
every
this,
single
Jen.
thing I do.
Sure.
How long will it take? And I asked for things last month, and I see you gave a few of them to me. You said it'd be about a week. It was a month. I asked for a copy of the tape from the junk car hearing. I didn't get that.
Would you like answers?
Yes.
Good for 2 months.
Things happen in life that you don't plan on happening, so I couldn't get them down here in a week. That was your answer on that. And for the tape, our dubbing machine is no longer working, so we're either going to have to get a new one or find another way to record.
Okay. Well, I also asked for zoning related things. I asked for copies of all the open files.
You're not,
Can't get them.
that, I do not have those records. I have told you that several times.
Okay.
I cannot get you records I do not have.
Well, they are records that exist, correct? And they are public records.
They are not in my possession.
Okay.
I cannot give you something I do not have.
I would still like to see them. I want to see the junk
I don't
car.
have them.
You
Sounds like
can't,
you need to go to the
hey,
proper
Jeff,
person.
You should talk to the person that has them. I don't
He's
have
gotten
them.
repeated emails, it's in my hours also, he refuses to send me back what he wants exactly. So until that happens, he can't get it. Sorry.
Well,
Unless you'd like to just come over to my house and go through all my files, you're more than welcome.
I think you would agree that there's no dispute whether these are public records or not. They are public records.
What are they?
Anybody has,
Everything open, that's open, it's an open thing.
anybody
You have to
has
give
the
me
right to
something.
see them. You don't have to be an elected official
What do
for
you call
it.
it?
This is taken directly out of the training book. Rights and obligations. You can't tell me that I have to put anything in writing.
If you want
And
it,
as a
you
matter
have
of
to
fact,
tell me what you want.
It should be in writing if the fiscal officer did the meeting minutes properly last month in the draft. Now it's in
Did
writing.
he give you exactly what he wanted?
Rights and obligations.
It was an open statement, he wanted everything.
No, ma'am.
That's what you
I was
said,
very
everything
specific of what I
open.
asked for.
No, you were not.
Any person can make a public records request, including corporations and other governmental agencies. No special format or special language is required.
That's
A
right.
request may be written or verbal. Did you hear that?
Maybe.
The
Now,
requester's
you
motive is
want me to
not-
say exactly
Hang on.
what you want
Let
while
me
I got you
finish.
recording, and then I can get exactly what you want. There you go, do
The
it.
requester's motive
No.
is not relevant. However, the request must at least be specific and
Here he goes
describe in
again.
detail the
Still
records
not
being
giving me what he
sought,
wants,
which
is
I
he?
have done. I asked for a copy of any open file
Any
that the zoning
open
inspector
file.
had, with any zoning issues and also including the junk car
Any
files.
open-
A public office cannot require
Well, is there any
the
files
requester to put
open?
it in writing or reveal
Open
his or her
files.
identity. So that's pretty clear, pretty straightforward.
Hey, you don't feel good, I gotta call in and leave.
let's finish this up real quick.
So are you clear on which records
Nope.
okay.
Because if every file in this Bowling Green Township is an open file.
No.
So tell me exactly which ones you want.
No. I'll use the examples of Wes's, and this is the reason that I want it. I don't even have to tell you the reason. It's pretty clear.
I don't need a reason, I just need to know exactly what you want.
Well, I'm going to tell you the reason. The reason why is 10, 15 years after somebody has not had a file closed, we don't want them finding out and then having to pull our zoning appeals board, having people have to get lawyers and everything else when we find out that it wasn't closed. That was before your time.
So,
So the difference between a closed file and an open file is one that's been resolved and one that has not. There's nothing
And?
voluminous about that request. I'd like a
And?
copy of any files that active or still open.
You have every copy. We had meetings and you were given copies. Yes, you have. Every junk card, you were here and you got copies.
Danny, if you don't mind.
With the, Danny's not talking, he's talking, if you don't mind. There you go. See?
Dan, are you running the meeting or am I gonna run it now? Because you're not over here.
It don't make no difference what I say.
If you're not gonna sign the check, that's good, because we'll just take this.
Asking for a record request is not running my mouth.
I'm taking
I'm
it.
following up and I'm asking where they are. Do you understand completely?
No, I don't. I asked you to give it to me in writing so I can understand. Please give it to me in writing so that I, your zoning inspector, can understand exactly what you want.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna adjourn this
That's
meeting.
it.
I just read the
Rules
rules.
ready?
I just told you again. What I need exactly.
Nothing
I can't get more.
Yes, you can. You have all the zoning records already. You have every violation a copy of. I've given it to the board. Yes, I have. Every one.
Last junk card, I haven't seen any paperwork yet.
That was sitting on the table. Not my fault you weren't here.
Which I don't have yet. That's just one example.
Jenny, wasn't that sitting here? If I'm not mistaken, you slid it over to him.
What?
I
At
wasn't-
the January
I was
meeting?
not at that meeting.
At the January meeting, that paper stayed on this desk, and when we had our January township meeting, you slid it over to him.
Yes.
I believe it's on recording also. We can pull that out. So your recordings are good also, aren't they?
Come on, Bob, he's gotta go.
Oh, that's all right.
He ain't signing a check. I really don't give a crap.
Can you finish signing the purchase orders and like the certificates?
So now, we'll get a lawsuit. Boom! You say the meeting was adjourned?
Meeting's adjourned.
Who's that?
Anybody gonna second that?
I mean, I made a motion to adjourn the meeting, we'll be done.
How can they suck it?
That's,
They can't.
well, evidently, they sign checks.
He ain't signing.
I mean, sign for stuff.
Well, from what I can tell, we had the vice president, did he move the motion to adjourn?
The man just came out of the hospital, Jeff.
Then he didn't get a second, so the meeting's not adjourned
He
until I
just said it
second the
was, he
motion.
just said it was adjourned.
It needs a second to
Why
be
don't you
adjourned.
just finish signing those?
Do you want to second?
No, everybody can't. She
No,
said-
you have to be a member of the board to second the motion.
Did you second it?
Tonight, there's one member, the next
No.
meeting.
You
And I'm
don't
not
know.
seconding the motion until the business is completed.
You ain't got sense enough to do nothing or feel anything.
You know what? I wish it was public comment, yeah, because,
Sorry, I can't move the motion to get a second to allow it, so.
But you can't sign those papers so we can leave.
The only motion on the floor right now is to adjourn the meeting, and we can't entertain new motions.
So sign that stuff, and then we can be done, and you can adjourn the meeting.
Well, I didn't get my answers
why
about the
does it have to be
timesheets.
in writing?
Didn't get my public record requests. I don't know how more specific I can be about the records I've ordered.
I have my,
I don't understand why that has to be in writing.
No, I didn't bring this.
Zoning
I-
violation.
Oh, wait.
She said it don't have to be in
You
writing.
mean these?
yeah,
Yeah.
I need
I didn't
them.
bring the ones.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be in
I
writing.
can bring them next month.
It's a public record request, and if you don't require it.
I really don't understand why nobody wants to do things up front in this place.
Well, I don't feel like I was being unreasonable. I'm looking, and she's not here to answer questions. I'm trying to figure out here on her cell, she just has how much per month.
That's what it is,
What about the
$25 a month.
Facebook thing? I want to hear more about that.
I don't understand that at all. I
We're
read
trying
it
to take care of
verbatim.
business.
Why don't you just skip that timesheet and finish signing the blanket certificates and purchase orders?
I do want a copy
Who
of
are
this.
you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Who are you?
I asked you, who are you?
Oh, I asked you.
You're very rude and sensitive person, really.
Yeah, I am,
I think
especially
you
when it
are.
comes to him.
You have been since we got here.
Yeah,
And you're only filming one person.
I know.
And you're filming it with your camera the wrong direction.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever heard of a thing that turns? They
Yeah,
just let the
okay.
video in the right direction.
Go ahead.
Mr. Duvall, if you don't mind, we're trying to
Okay,
finish
now
the
I
business.
get it. Now I
What
understand.
about her? Are you gonna say anything to her?
No,
I would
Just be quiet, please.
I would just
Yeah.
like to hear more about the Facebook thing that got cut off.
We're done talking about that. He's gonna sign these blanket certificates and purchase orders. So that
Then
we
you're
can
in
be
charge
done.
of the meeting now.
Jenny, well, technically I'm in charge of the meeting.
It doesn't
The
even
president's
say
left the
anything
building,
on that.
or isn't it? The president did not attend. The vice president made a motion to adjourn the meeting and he left the building. I am running this meeting. Now, Jenny, please make a second copy of that and
She didn't ask me for a copy.
I just asked,
I'm
what's the
asking-
thing about the Facebook?
That's all it says on there. There isn't any more than what he said.
Just an hour. Somebody asked her.
I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. That's why I asked the question.
Well, I think that should be answered by that person, of what they were doing, or somebody should answer it. It shouldn't just be taken, just pay for an hour of Facebook.
Yeah, I didn't sign the check. She'll.
Because we are the
I don't-
taxpayers sitting out here.
Communist.
I'm going to go ahead and try to run through these POs so we can go ahead and adjourn the meeting and get the business done. And then if you do have additional questions, you can get record requests.
And just my opinion, you should know what you're signing.
This first blanket certificate, looks like your format's changed a little.
Yeah, we got new software.
Okay, this is $250. This is a blanket for mileage reimbursement, $250. Next one is, well, this is messing with me. Used to looking at certain places on here. Phone reimbursement, this blanket certificate's for $300. It's showing the unit price of $25. I guess that's monthly. We have that check for the phone. I noticed on there there's no, it just has a mileage amount. I didn't look at it close enough, but did she also put the mileage each time?
Yes, she has the mileage listed for each event that she's charging mileage for.
Okay.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Extra time sheet on the back there.
Oh, it's here, okay. 6 miles to go to the township meeting. Oh, that's it. 14 miles, drove around Middle Little Road, Laurel Hill Road, checking on progress and JC's. I guess that's trump cars and violations at 14 miles. 36 miles, went to the Licking County to see auditor's office and the PA. 6 miles for a BZA meeting, 4 miles to JC investigation, 6 township meeting. And an hour and 30 minutes for a township meeting. 4 hours, jump cars. 6 for a meeting, 36 for update letter and photos to planning commission, 36 miles. 6 miles to the BZA meeting, 6 to the township meeting. And that adds up to 126. Do you know Ben's situation here, when he's going to be able to sign the...
I have no
His
idea.
checks.
I know he's sick, that's all I know.
He's in town?
I don't know. I don't know if he's sick in the hospital. I don't know where he is.
Well, we do
Tom said
have,
he's
we
sick.
do have a resolution on the books, if I recall, for the $25 per month. And the mileage, I didn't add it up, but do you check these when she gives them to you?
I look over him, yes.
And the mileage adds up to what I just read?
Yes.
She's still going to need to get Ben for that other one. And like I said, I'd still like copies of that. Okay, I'll take the start PO for dental insurance, $1,795.50. And this is what, for the year?
Yeah.
Next one is medical hospitalization, $17,065.44. Issues February 28th, expires 12/31/13. This one's for $453.60 for medical hospitalization life insurance premium, $453.60. February 28th, $252, medical hospitalization OPEC funding fee. Did we get everything that we needed done with Megan? Vehicle payment, quantity 12, does that mean it's the 12th payment?
No, it means it's 12 months.
$877.33.
That's, the payment is $877.33 times 12.
And the subtotal is the appropriation, $10,527.96.
Can I have my unsigned checks, please?
One of them got signed.
That's okay, the one that didn't is the one with the attorney.
Number 5-2013, $2,000 for natural gas. $4-2013, $1,000. This says for electricity. Some of these don't have expiration dates. They just open.
They should all have an expiration date.
The last two didn't. Some of them did. That's going to take us through the year.
It should, yes.
Advertising, 10-2013. This appropriation is for $500. This one says expires 12/31/13. $9-2013, $2,500 repairs and maintenance. This one has an expiration 12/31/13. Which fund are these appropriated for? Account code 2021330230000. Which one is that?
221.
Is that road and bridge?
Road, yeah.
And the last one is 11-2013, $1,704, and this is for supplies and materials. This one says expiration April 25th, 2030. What determines when you put...
That one's for the grant money, for the playground equipment. So I wrote one check off of it. It doesn't need to be open past April.
Supplies and materials.
That's just the way the account reads.
When
Supplies
the
and
grant money
materials.
came in, didn't it go into, don't you have an account at when it
2903.
didn't have to have a special account for the grant itself?
It did. I put it in the 2903
Okay.
account, and that's the only thing that's in there.
But you're just calling it supplies and materials then?
Right.
Okay. This is all?
Yep.
I'll second the motion to adjourn.
Thank you very much. Lily.